John. I'm listening. Well, maybe he's still camping. Either that or he's away from the radio. That's all right. We'll drop on down and see what Tom's doing. He's probably just sitting there checking out his honeydew list. WAAGXX, WB8 VMW. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Jim. Sounding good and good talking to you earlier. Nick's probably getting farther up there. A little while he'll be turning around and going back the other direction. You have a good one. Should be a good day on the porch. And hope you get some contacts. WBA VMW, WHXX.
Yeah, well, you know, Nick goes out, you know, and he travels a couple hours, and then he stops, you know, and he says, well, where was I going? And he can't remember, so he turns around and comes back home. So we'll give him a call. KD8 SLG, WB8 VMW. Hey, do you know where you're going this morning, Nick? Are you still in the fog? Or are you high? I'm listening.
K8HNK, good morning, Jim. Good morning, rest of the listeners. Just sitting here, the other morning I fell asleep in my chair, and then, of course, the boys started back to school Thursday and Friday and don't have a mobile, so most likely for the rest of this month I'll be here on Saturdays when I can. But other than that, I just wanted to say 73, everybody have a healthy and blessed week, and I'll be back once I get the mobile repaired. K8HNK, back over to WB8 VMW.
All righty, Elmer. Okay, well, we'll Phil is listening, so he's got you written down. All righty, well, I didn't get nothing from Nick, so we'll go on down to K4OG and see if Middlemark. See if he's up this morning and getting stuff ready, making breakfast or headed for breakfast, or maybe he's just sleeping in. How about it, Middlemark? What's happening this morning?
WBA VMW, K4OG. Good morning, Jim. Well, it's typical, Jim. I am late for a date. I'm supposed to run up there and give a helping hand at the lighthouse. Somewhere up near a water. I'm sure I'll find it if I head north. So we're just going to jump in the shop, clean up real quick, and head north. And we'll be there all day playing radio. K4OG, back to you, Jim.
All righty, Mark. Okay, well, when you get up there, you get up in the top of that lighthouse, you know, don't climb on the railing trying to put up an antenna, because that's a long way down to the bottom, and it's not the fall that hurts you, it's that sudden stop at the bottom. So you be careful up there, man. Who knows? Maybe I'll catch you on the air today. All righty, now we'll go to Southern Mark. I don't think he's going to go to the lighthouse. His car's still broke, and he'll probably spend the morning vacuuming all the cookie crumbs out of his bed. So, KE8 SFS, WB8 VMW, good morning, Southern Mark.
I don't know about the cookie crumbs. Might be ice cream sandwich crumbs. And I had a couple that morning, and it tastes pretty good. Doing okay and everything. We had another fire here at my building again. These people on the certain floor must be doing wrong. Because that's the second time it happened on the certain floor of my building here. I don't know. They're trying to burn the place down or something. I don't know. You know, we had the fire department here, and also the police. No EMS, and but like I said, I don't know. And then water all over the cotton pit in place. Gotta talk with these people. You know, they gotta have a safety mean and tell these people they can't do that. You know. But other than that, doing okay and everything. You know, I'm doing my word short puzzle, drinking coffee, and listening to you guys and that. Okay? And happy birthday, Phil. Kia at 8, Sir Podco, sir.
All righty, Mark. Well, be careful with that there ice cream, and if that there's like a Klondike bar, you got them chocolate crumbs in there and ice cream. That stuff is sticky. That's terrible stuff. All righty, now we'll go to Northern Mark. KC8 FQV WB8 BMW. Are you awake this morning, Mark? Nope, I think he's sleeping. Okay, we already heard from Elmer. He's on the list, so now we'll go to Craig. AAACT WB8 BMW. Right on time, Craig. How am I doing?
W8WKY.
WB8 VMW. Good morning, Jim. The sun is just rising. It's a kind of a silhouetted ball to the east, and there's fog down here, but other than that, it's going to be a gorgeous day. I hope the rain stays away for the lighthouses and light ships on the air, but we have no control over that. And yes, you are doing real good this morning. That is excellent. To all the pre-netters listening, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm going to say God bless, and you take care, and you never know, we might even hear each other tomorrow, even though there isn't a net on the net. That's not a net. Take care, my friends, 73s, and have a wonderful day. And always glad to hear your voice out there. This is AA8CT, turning it back to WB8 VMW. Be well, my friend.
All righty, Craig. Yeah, who knows? I'll have to see my honeydew list, and then we'll go from there. All righty, now we'll see if we got some more good news from Randy. KDA CFH WB8 VMW. How about it, Randy? Any good news from Kathy or your four-legged crew there, or the one that feeds them all the treats? Well, how's Randy's household doing today? Good, I hope.
Good morning, Jim. KSFQV. I'm going that way. I'll see you later.
Okay, Mark.
KD8ZSH. Good morning, Jim. Morning, everybody. Morning, Mark. Things are continuing to look a little positive for Kathy. They're trying to get her in a condition so that she can be transferred to a nursing facility, and the target date is Monday. So they've started to, like I said, get things set up with her. When we were there yesterday, physical therapist came in and actually was able to get her up and get her to walk just a little bit. So we were encouraged. Well, I hope everybody else's weekend is turning out pretty good. Hope you get you some good porch time, Jim. Talk to you later. Back to you.
All righty, Randy. Well, if they can find her a nice facility and give you guys a rest there at your house, and I know it's a burden, but it's it's a burden that you don't mind at all, and it makes you feel good when things going right. And if she gets into a good facility, she'll be taken care of, real good. So we just hope for the best for Kathy and your family there. All righty, now we'll go over, I want to see, we didn't get Tom yesterday. I think he was still on the bus, maybe coming back. KA8, MNT, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Tom. What's a good word at the critter control down there? Well, this here is a little disheartening. We can't get a hold of the head of the critter control down there. Hopefully he's not visiting my niece out there at the hospital and get his jump starter working again or something. So Tom, we'll just put some thoughts and prayers out there, float them around just in case you need them. All righty. Let me see. Saturday, so yeah, everybody should be okay down in Jacksonville, Florida. So we'll see how they're doing. Short straw. W8JAX, WB8, BMW. I was trying to get Ray in there, but we want Rod this morning. How about it, Rod? Have you got the radio, or did you slip it to Wendy?
Hey, good morning there, Jim. Well, you pulled the short straw this morning, W8JAX, portable pedestrian here, and I slept in this morning. I'm still trying to wake up here on the walk, but anyway, Miss Wendy and Miss Lucy have gone ahead of me. I can't even see where they're at. But anyway, we have mostly clear skies down here in Jacksonville this morning, and we're starting our day off here at 74 degrees. And there's things swimming around in our little lake here. I don't know what it is. Got to watch out for those gators. But anyway, you guys up in Akron will be losing 2 minutes and 23 seconds. And I belong to two clubs, Sarah, of course, and BARS, Beaches Amateur Radio Society, down here in Florida. And they will be at the Mayport Naval Station Lighthouse, which is about 5 miles from me here. So I plan to be out there this morning to observe the operation there at that lighthouse. It's right at the entrance to the St. Johns River here in Jacksonville. With that, I'll turn it back to you there, Jim. Thanks for giving us a call. W8JAX, portable pedestrian.
All righty, Rod. Well, if I get down there and I get my big rear end in gear and get my key all the rust knocked off from it, maybe I'll hear them on the air. As long as you got somebody down there that's got a keyer and a J38, and we'll chit chat on CW. All righty, Rod, you take care. Now we'll go down to Clarksville. WB6, BJN, WB8, BMW. Good morning, Mark. And how is Sarah this morning?
Hey, good morning, Jim, and good morning to everyone there on the morning Barometer Net, pre-net. I think Sarah is a little better, maybe. The MS has made her voice sound, when she has an MS attack, it makes her voice sound like a deaf person, like she's got a speech impediment. Her voice changes, and it'll get better. It'll go away once the MS goes dormant again, but it's because she's had some kind of a little bug. I think she said her throat is still sore, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal. But her MS did come up, which is a big deal, and so she needs to rest and get ready to go on her retreat in September. And it's going to take some rest to recharge her battery. She's doing okay, though. She's not in any immediate danger or anything. She's doing fine. She just needs to rest. Let's see. 30.11.1 on the barometer, and it is steady. 76.8 degrees and 73 degrees on point. Humidity, 89%. So it's kind of humid. Dew points are up. Temperatures are up. 70 is almost 77. Let's see. Wind 0 to 1 out of the northeast, and clear skies. And yesterday we had a high of about 96, I think, degrees. And I don't know what the low was this morning so far, or even if it's been reached yet. So I'll have that a little later. Jim, back to you. I'll be there for net and more weather later on. And you're doing a great job. WB6BJ.
W8WKY.
All righty, Mark. Well, our thoughts and prayers are for Sarah, and hopefully her headache and her voice and everything comes back so that she can yell or anything she wants on her retreat. So you give her a nice little peck on the forehead, keep the headache away, and her body will take care of the rest of it. All righty, now we'll go up to LJ at Bedstead Corners and see if he's up this morning. I know he's having a hard time getting out under the covers. KB8 LJ, WB8 BMW. If you slide out from under the covers, or you just roll over and talk on the radio there, LJ, we're listening.
WB8 BMW from KB8LJ here, running the Beds on the Air subnet as I usually do in the morning. But yes, I've rolled out from under the covers, but I haven't rolled out of the bed. The temperature here is kind of nice, and you don't need to be under the covers or anything like that. And I was just thinking, I've tried to avoid being too aggressive in trying to sign into the nets because I don't want to get into the position of getting a reputation of stepping on a bunch of people as I fight my way in. And stepping on people is not the way I want to make my way in ham radio and make my mark there. So, break for time. Okay, he got an interesting project to face this morning. I think I mentioned it earlier. I'm looking to swap out a wall switch that will enhance my Beds on the Air operation a little bit. Back in the days of yore, it would have been a really easy thing to do because what I've got is a single pole light switch that's wall mount standard wall mount box, and it controls a single light bulb. Not complicated. Well, I'm trying to replace it with the first time I played with a smart wall switch, and it's got 4 wires you got to hook up, and I'm not sure I have anything to hook them all up to. How you need 4 wires to have just a good old-fashioned single-pole wall switch, a little hard to understand, but I'll give it a try, and if I have to send it back to Amazon, for you people that are Amazon customers, look out if you send anything back, because they'll force you to, at least by default, unless you fill the form out just right, you'll have to return whatever you're returning to Whole Foods only. And the nearest Whole Foods is 10 miles away, and that I don't need. So, KB8LJ, back to net.
Alrighty, LJ. Well, I don't know about this, the wall switch or anything like that. I have to look at it. But my daughter buys this stuff from Amazon. I don't. I just tell her and she sends it to me. Alrighty, now we'll go to Oklahoma real quick. K5 CFY WB8 VMW. Just want to say good morning, Ray and Fred, because Phil is ready to jump in and straighten his mess out.
WB8 BMW K5 CFY. Well, I don't have much to say anyway. It's hot, so I'll give it back to you there, Jim. Always good to hear from you. Wave a hand there, Miss Judy, and turn it over to Phil. K5 CFY. Back to you, Jim. Good to hear you.
All righty, Ray. Well, we'll chit-chat again. All righty, Phil. Well, we're on your nickel now, so we'll turn it over to you, and then you make it official. And then I'll give my last words, and then I'll head for some bacon-flavored oatmeal. WB8 VMW.
Good morning, Northeast Ohio and all our outlanders. CQ, this is the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net. We're on the W8WKY repeater, 147 Mark 39 megahertz, with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also get us on Allstar at node 48496 or EchoLink at W8WKY-R. This is a control net open to any and all licensed amateurs. All traffic should go through net control. But as always, emergency traffic can break in at any time. Your net control operator for this fabulous, scintillating Saturday is Phil. His call sign is K8PMI. All right, Jim has about 23 check-ins already. So if you were on from 6 o'clock on, I got your name on the log here. But if you're in a hurry, I'll call for in and outs and people that are short time first. But first, let's send it back to WB8 VMW for his final thoughts of the day. What do you got going on today, Jim? And give us your wisdom. K8PMI.
Well, I give you my wisdom in about 3 seconds, you know. Stay safe and stay well. You live longer that way. And when the wife says something, just say yes, dear. Just say yes, dear, and all is well. All righty. Well, I'm gonna go down and see if I can't get a lighthouse on the air here sometime today, maybe this morning, and I'll find out what my honey-do list says, and we'll work in whatever we can, wherever we can. Other than that, we'll take a little bit of time and do a little porch time and sit back and look at my old windows, hoping that my new windows will be here eventually. So everybody stay safe, stay well out there, and do something good, and smile all the time. That way people walk by and wonder what you just done to make you smile so big. So 7 trees, and we'll turn it back to Net. Everybody stay safe, stay well. Back to Net.
All right, thank you very much, Jim. You mean a lot to the club, and love hearing you in the mornings. So you have a great day, and maybe we'll hear you tomorrow morning. I won't, but the others may, and we'll catch you Monday. We'll be clear with WB8 VMW, and now let's get this show on the road. I don't want any short time or mobiles or in and outs. Give me a call now, and we'll get you on the log here, and then we'll start going down our list. Short time or mobiles, this is W8WKY, Barometer Net, Net Control Operators Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening.
November 0, Bravo Fox.
Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, W8HRF, Josh Mobile.
W8WKY.
All right, let me pick it up there real quick. We had a collision right at the very beginning. There was a KE station. Can you come back?
Yes, sir, Phil. It's KE8 ZZR Mobile, just passing past your exit here on 271.
All right, we'll get right to you. And then there was an N8 station.
I think it was me, November 0, Bravo Foxtrot.
Okay, got you in there, and then I got Josh, W8HRF. Is there anybody else that's short time or mobile?
Kilo 8, Kilo Charlie Sierra, K8, KCS, Zach from Dalton, Mobile.
All right, I got you, Zach. We'll get you real quick here. We got a bunch of mobiles. Let's get to the top. KE8 ZZR, you're first up on the Saturday morning edition of the Barometer Net. What do you got for us?
Hey, good morning, Phil. Happy birthday also. This is KE8 ZZR. Yeah, just motoring northbound here, 271 at 82, heading to Fairport Harbor for Lighthouses on the Air. I hope you have a great day. So I'll turn it back to you. This is KE8 ZZR.
All right, thanks a lot, Harry. And yes, I will have a fabulous day. My plans are to hurry up and start the smoker once I'm done with the net. Get my pulled pork on, and then mow the yard, and then family's coming over, and we're going to have a good time. So sorry I can't be with you at the Fairport Harbor, but unfortunately this is my day. Hi. All right, we'll be clear with KE8 ZZR. Let's get over to N0BFT. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Thank you for picking me up. This is November 0, Bravo Foxtrot. The name is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo, Victor Echo. I'm in Bay Village, Ohio. And thanks for checking me out. Right now I'm on EchoLink. I found this link here, W8WKY. And also there's another one, another repeater, I think, over in near here, kind of a little bit east of me. Anyway, I can't think of the name of the town, El Rio or something like that. Anyway, okay, so I just wanted to check in, short time, and I'm making breakfast here, so I'll be listening for a bit. Thanks again for checking me in. This is N0BF.
All right, David, thank you very much. We'll be clear with N0BFT. Sounds like you're newer to the area, but yeah, that's the 700 machine out of Elyria. You can pick that up. We're simulcast on that, as well as you probably can hit the 015 machine in Newberry. That's a real good tower with a lot of range. I use that one quite frequently when I'm motoring about Cleveland on the east and west side. Has great range. So we'll be clear with N0BFT. Now let's head on to Josh. Give us a report of what's going on out at Fairport. Sounds like you got a whole bunch of people heading out your way. W8HRF, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI, W8HRF. Good morning, Phil and everybody. Sounds like we've got a mini fleet descending upon the lighthouse this morning. I think Lane is probably there already, and then I'm over here. I'm on 271 as well, over here by Mayfield Road on my way up. I think I got about another 20-ish minutes, maybe a half hour, and we'll be there, getting ready to set up. Sounds like Harry and Zach are on the way, so that's awesome. You know, I heard Jim mention a CW key, so I'm going to have Lucy bring up my straight key and my paddles, because I was looking at them. I was like, well, I don't know how they do CW yet, so there's no reason to bring them, but if Dave is going to be there as well, and I know he made a contact with Jim during the COD activation, so I'll have Lucy bring up my straight key when she comes. So should be good. We're hoping to be on the air by 9 a.m. and be around until 5, and be running the Boredom Breaker Net from there today at 2, and so it should be a good time. Stop by. Information's on the website. We'll have lunch around noon. That's about all I got. Look for Whiskey 8 Lima. So enjoy your Saturday, Phil. Appreciate you running the net today, and we'll say 7-3, K8PMI, W8HRF.
All right, thanks for that update, Josh, and hopefully hear you on the air. I definitely probably will catch you at Boredom Breaker, but I'll be watching football and cooking, but I'll have the radio on. One other quick thing, I saw you coming in on EchoLink. Since you're out that way, why don't you turn on the 015, and we can pick up our Barometer netizens out there that are on the east side. You probably could hit the tower from Fairport as well. W8HRF, this is K8PMI.
All right, roger that, Phil. I'll get her linked up for you. We'll catch you soon. K8PMI, W8HRF.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. We'll be clear with W8HRF. And Josh, for those of you that don't know, is our operations leader, and he does a fantastic job. I couldn't put anybody any better in that position. And thanks what you do for the club there, Josh. All right, let's head on out to K8. I think it was KZS, but if I'm wrong, can you please correct me? You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI from K8KCS. Yep, you had that right. Zach here from Dalton, and I am also heading up to the lighthouse. I am 21, a few miles from the 271 exit, so I'm tailing a little bit behind everybody else, but we'll make it there either way. Anyway, I will just say good morning, and we'll send it back to net. 73, all this is K8KCS.
All right. Thanks a lot. And when you hit Route 8 and 82, right between there on 271, give a honk. I live pretty close to that area. All right, we'll be clear with KAKZS, and let's head and take care of our Outlanders. We'll head out to Florida first of all and pick up, I think it was W8JAX. Did you catch up to Wendy yet there, Rod? You're next on Barometer Net.
Hey, Hey, good morning there, Phil, and to all on the Barometer Net. This is WHJAX, portable pedestrian, and actually we are now walking together. I caught up with her.
Good morning there, Phil. This is KHJAX, and I think I heard it's your birthday today. If so, happy birthday to you there, Phil. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Yeah, happy birthday. If it is, if we heard correctly, happy birthday. We have 74 degrees under mostly clear skies down here in Jacksonville. It's a beautiful, looks like a beautiful day starting. We'll be into the low 90s, low 90s, somewhere like that. That's pretty typical for Florida in the summertime. And like I mentioned on the pre-net there, I belong to two radio clubs. One is, of course, Sarah. The other is BARS, the Beaches Amateur Radio Society. They will be at the Mayport Naval Station Lighthouse right on the Atlantic. Losing my voice here. So they'll be out there from 10 to 4. So if anybody happens to hear them on the air, that would be close to where we live here. We also have a Falcon 9 rocket launch tonight, a night launch at 9:14 p.m., so hopefully, weather permitting, we'll be able to see that from here. With that, I'll turn it back to the net there. Thanks for giving us the call, Phil. WHAX, portable pedestrian.
All right, thanks a lot, Rod and Wendy, and enjoy your walk. We'll be clear with WHJAX and KHJAX. Now let's head on down to Boring, Tennessee, and 910. JJ, what do you got for the net this morning? All right, it looks like JJ stepped away. Let's head on out to Tulsa. Ray, K5, CFY, you're up next on the Barometer Net. What do you got for us? This is K8PMI.
K8PMI in the net. This is K5, CFY. Good morning, Phil. Thanks for being there, getting our Saturday started off right. May you have a very happy birthday there. And not much going on here. Got everything all ready for the lighthouse deal. I'll probably be trying to make some contact with Josh and some of the other Sarah folks up there. But other than that, it's going to be hot here in northeast Oklahoma, so I'm going to be on the inside on the radio. Doesn't get any better than that. Back to you, Phil. You're doing a great job as usual, and we'll look forward to having you on the Border Breaker Net when you have time there. I'll send you a preamble and everything you need to get started, so let me know when you're ready. K5, CFY, back to you, Phil.
All right, thank you very much, Ray, and yeah, it'd be a pleasure joining your team. We'll be clear with K5, CFY. The other thing is you probably don't have many lighthouses out there in Oklahoma. So, yeah, you got to do it from your house. All right, we'll be clear with Ray, and let's see. That takes care of all the Outlanders but Mark, but we will get him at 7:30 for the weather. Let's head up to the first person I heard this morning, WA8GXX. Tom, what do you got for the net this morning, and what do you got going on today? This is K8PMI.
Good morning, Phil. Hope they have good success. The lighthouse contacts and antennas work out real good for them. Not much. Get ready to go to work, so one of those days, you know. You have a good one. Thanks for being there. Take care. Enjoy the day. KPMI, WHXX.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom. We'll be clear with WA8GXX. Let's see if Nick is still out there. He probably can hit the 700 machine. He was mobile trying to find an exercise bike or something. KD8SLG, this is K8PMI. You out there, Nick?
Phil, can you hear me?
You're choppy, but I can copy you.
K8PMI is KD8SLG. Good morning, everybody, all you Barometer netizens. Thanks for being here, Phil. Have fun. Just talked to Josh on the phone after you talked to him, and they're going to have a good time up there. W8L, look for it. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right, thanks a lot, Nick. You motor safely out there. You should be okay because KE8SFS is still not on the road. His car's still broken down, so you should be okay. Hi. All right, take care, Nick. Let's head on out to Cuyahoga Falls. I heard Alan this morning. I wonder if he's still out there. KE8 UKZ, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Victor 5-1, Mike Alpha, down in Africa. Good morning, good afternoon.
And Whiskey Delta 8 Papa India Charlie. Whiskey Delta 8 Papa India Charlie.
Who called for check-in?
All right, let me pick it up there. We don't have check-ins yet, but I picked you two up, so stand by. We heard nothing from Alan. Let's head on over to see if Tim is out there, KZ8TG. This is K8PMI. You're up there, Tim?
Morning, Phil. Morning, everybody on the net. Yes, I am. So appreciate you picking me up. Everybody's so excited to talk with you that I won't hold it. But I'm just here at home working and working my life away. That's the story of things, you know how it goes. All right, man, take it easy. 73, KZ8TG.
All right, thanks, Tim. We'll be clear with KZ8TG. Since Mike out in Africa is an Outlander, I'm going to pick him up here. V51MA, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Thank you, Phil. Good afternoon from Namibia, K8PMI. Happy birthday to you. May you have a wonderful, blessed, joyful day. And thank you for letting me slip into the net. Sorry, I bumped in without doing the proper checking. Apologies for that. Good day in Africa. It's about 77 degrees Fahrenheit at the moment. Nice and sunshine. Heading towards spring, coming in about 2 weeks' time. So very, very happy that the big cold is hopefully behind us. But all good in Africa. Thank you very much. Enjoy the Lighthouse weekend. I will see if I can maybe do a few QSOs into the Lighthouse event over the weekend. Take care. Shalom, shalom. God's blessings to you all. Be healthy, be good, have fun, and greetings from Africa. V51MA, Mike in Namibia, back to net. K8PMI. Happy birthday, Phil.
Thank you very much, Mike. And God bless you as well. We're clear with V51MA. Let me pick up that WD8. I did not get the total suffix. All I got was PC on there. Why don't you go ahead with your traffic? This is K8PMI.
Okay. All right, WD8PIC. Whiskey Delta 8 Papa India Charlie. Name is Bob, located near Toledo, Ohio. And the band is good this morning. I checked in the other time when we had a lot of smoke, when we had the smoke in this area. I don't think we have the smoke, but we've got a warm front coming in, and the morning band conditions are good. If I can ever get an Allstar Node, I'll be checking in here more often. By the way, temperature 71 degrees, dew point 66. Wind was east at 3, and the pressure is 3014 and steady. So using a 3-section diamond at about 30 feet and 50 watts and fed with LMR 400, and the rest of it is band conditions. So, and if you remember me, I'm totally blind and have some other health issues, and loving life. And just very briefly, I've got an air conditioner that's on the fritz. Last night, the outside fan decided it didn't want to work anymore, so I got to get it replaced sometime today. Anyway, back to net control. WD8 PIC, Bob in Sylvania, Ohio, about 5 miles west of Toledo. Go ahead.
W8WKY.
All right, Bob. Yep, I know exactly where Sylvania is, and you're hitting the 700 machine in Elyria, 100%. Great quality. We'll be clear with WD8PIC. Let's head up to Columbia Station and see what's going on with Cliff. N8VFK. This is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI in the net, N8VFK. Good morning, Phil, and all listeners, and happy birthday, Phil. Oh, what are you, 40 again? Let's see, here in Columbia Station, I've got 63 degrees, 61 degree on dew point, 96% humidity, barometer at 30.18 and steady. My anemometer is too low to the ground, so I don't get a good wind speed. It's below my roof line, so I don't even report that anymore. Looking out on the radar, we got some crud coming in from the west, but it's out just coming into Indianapolis. Looks like maybe Columbus is going to get smacked again. Boy, they've really been taken here the last few days. Let's see. Phil, I wanted to thank you for that tool tip regarding my next-door neighbor's son trying to get into the trades as an electrical apprentice. Went online and I did a lot of research, found some good articles relating to that, and found a couple individuals that posted the required tools from their respective union when they got into their first year apprenticeship. So I took all that information together, put it together. Most everything was pretty much the same, a few odds and ends here and there. Built a Word file with the description of the name of the tool, the description of the tool, and a picture of the tool, because he has no concept. He's never really been around tools. I gave that to him, and it put a big smile on his face. And I asked him if he would like to learn how to use a couple of those tools, the more common one, and he said yes, he would. So today I'm going to be working on putting together a little fake wall with some strap tubopores I have, and cut a sheet of drywall, put it on one side, and actually walk them through how you do just a basic electrical hookup of a light switch, outlet, a light on the end of the light switch, and then I'm going to show him, I won't let him do it, but I'll show him how you can actually tie that into the power panel, because he's never seen the inside of a power panel. I will do that part. I won't take a chance on him. So he's really excited about that, and I also got another, let me take a break. NAVFK returning. I was watching the timer on the dashboard. I want to time it out. Also got another tip from his great uncle, who is a retired electrician. And there's 3 members of that family who are all part of the same local 38 electricians union in Cleveland area. And he said, told me that one of the really important things to help him with is the interview. and particularly one specific question. Why do you want to be an electrician? So rather than just saying just because, I'm going to sit down with them and help them come up with some better ways of responding to that question, that it sounds more professional and more enthusiastic, and do everything I can to help that young man. He's a leukemia survivor. He spent 2 years in the hospital on death row, and today he's cancer-free, thanks to St. Jude's. And he deserves a chance in life, and I'm going to do whatever I can to help him. With that, I'll hand it back over to you so you can get on down the log. K8 PMI, this is N8 VFK. 73s, everyone.
All right, thanks a lot, Cliff. I could add a lot more, but we don't have as much time, so I'll catch you down the log and we can discuss it. We'll be clear with N8 VFK. Take care of our North Coast people here, and then we'll hit the weather guys. KE8 MMY, this is K8 PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8 PMI, K8 MMY, good morning and happy birthday to you. Hope you're going to have a great day. It was worth the wait. I've been sitting at the car at Jamie's Flea Market waiting to go get my coffee just so I could hear your melodious voice. So you have a fun day, and we will catch you on down the line. Thank you very much for the call. K8 MMY 73.
All right, Chris, sorry about that. That's why I gave you a chance to shout in at your short time. I would have hit you with the short time people. I figured you already had your coffee and you were heading home with it. But sorry to hold you up. Get that coffee because I know how important it is. I had to set my alarm so I go out and get mine real early before the show starts. All right, Chris, take care, and we'll catch you on down the log. KE8 VOX, Scott. I didn't get that picture of you sitting on your back porch. I think I'd love to see that. But what do you got for the net, and how you doing?
Good morning, Phil. Good morning, all the listeners. This is KE8 VOX, Scott up here on the shores of Lake Erie in Vermillion, Ohio. We're doing great up here, Phil. Just great. Happy birthday to you. You got a beautiful day for a birthday, that's for sure. We got the Sarah sunshine going this morning. Air temperature 67.5 degrees. And then after that, no rain, no wind, no waves. The lake's really calm. So it's going to be a nice day, I think, as long as it don't rain. We're supposed to go to the Erie County Fair this afternoon and the demo derby tonight, so I hope it don't rain. And that's just about it. Still unpacking a few things and stuff like that, but really enjoying it. And I'm out here this morning. I'll have to send you a picture doing the same thing I've done every morning since I've moved in, sitting on that back porch drinking coffee and talking on the Barometer Net. So that's all I got, Phil. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for getting me in here. KE8 VOX, back to net control. 73, everyone.
All right, 73 to you, Scott. You have a great day, and thanks for the birthday wishes. I'm going to take care of the weather. That's N8WS and WB6BJN, and then after that, I'll do a round of check-ins and then get to everybody else on the list. So with that, N8WS, this is K8 PMI. We're ready for your report, Bill, as promised, bottom of the hour.
K8 PMI.
PMI in the group, NHWS. Good morning, Phil, and happy birthday. Good morning, everyone else. My air quality index this morning's at 65. Tropo is between a 1 and a 2, depending on where you live in Ohio. My sunrise, 6:38. My sunset, 8:29. Length of day, 13 hours, 51 minutes. Solar flux at 114. Sunspot number 100. A is 9, K is 0. Geomagnetic field is inactive. No E-skip predicted. I got 69 degrees. Humidity 93%. Wind speed southeast at 5. Barometer 3017. Dew point 67 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. Prediction for today is a chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 5 p.m. Patchy fog before 9 a.m. Otherwise mostly high near 83. Calm winds becoming south around 5 miles an hour in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation 30%. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch, except higher in thunderstorms. And spaceweather.com. Let's see here. Here we go. What's up in space? Geomagnetic storm watch. A magnetic filament erupted from the sun on August 14th and hurled a CME into space. NOAA models predicted a glancing blow on it to Earth on August 17th. The impact could spark a G1 class geomagnetic storm with high latitude auroras. And also, sunset conjunction. When the sun goes down tonight, step outside and look west. Venus and the crescent moon are converging in the glow of sunset. And there's a sky map to tell you where to look. Excellent picture. And let's see, scroll down a little bit. Real space-time weather photo gallery has Perseids over Ukraine. So that's another great picture. Currently, there's 6 sunspot groups on the sun. Let's see. I'm sorry, there's 7 sunspot groups on the sun, so there is some solar activity. Back to you, Phil. KPMI in the group, 7301 NHWS. Looks like I was long-winded. Sorry about that.
NAWS, were you completed with your report?
Yes, I was, Phil. Sorry about timing it out.
No problem. It just cut off, and I wasn't sure what was going on. I thought it was me. No problem. Thank you very much, Bill. As always, fantastic report. Now let's head on down to Clarksville, Tennessee. WB6BJN, you're up next with your report. This is K8PMI.
Thank you, Phil. I had to wait for my node to ID there. Let me make sure I got you. And off the top, Phil, happy birthday. Hope you have another great year coming up. You made another trip around the sun there, buddy. Congratulations. Let's give the weather here. Currently, 30.12.9 on the barometer, and it is rising. 76.6 degrees, 73 degrees on the dew point. The low this morning, 76.5. So we are starting upward now. We've come up a little point in the temperature, 75.6 or degrees. Humidity 89%. Last lightning strike was a week ago. And last 3 hours, none, of course, if the last one was a week ago. 0.1 gusting to from 1 to 2 from the east-northeast. No rain yesterday, no rain today. 96 was the high yesterday, but it felt much hotter than that, around 109, 110. For Ohio, unfortunately, there's more rain on the way. Folks, we are in a stuck weather pattern. This is just not one storm. It is a stuck weather pattern. High pressure over the southeastern United States, which stretches into the parts of the Midwest. Let me take a break. And thunderstorms just keep repeating and repeating and repeating over parts of Ohio, parts of, Illinois, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and it just continues. There's another what we call an MCS, a mesoscale convective system, which has just gone through the area. It's going to be followed up by another line of thunderstorms connected with an MCV, which is a mesoscale convective vortex. That will be instigated by daytime heating, more thunderstorms today, and then a little break tonight as that goes through. There's a non-zero chance of tornadoes, a non-zero chance. Not a big chance, but a non-zero chance. Then there's a break coming later tonight. And finally, the main cold front will come through on Sunday, but there'll be a lot of warm air ahead of it. Let me take a break. And so you guys could be in for some very hot and kind of humid weather ahead of that cold front. Air you can wear. Hot and sticky. And then as that cold front comes through, another big line of thunderstorms comes through. And then finally, for Monday and Tuesday, lower humidity and cooler temperatures as a little polar air comes in. And it's not going to be cold, but it will be cooler. And temperatures could actually go below normal. Can you believe that? That's excellent news to your ears. And then there is some increasing signal that there could be some more cooler air at the end of next week. So let's keep praying and hoping for that. And I'm hoping that it reaches this far south because we're under excessive heat warnings down here in Tennessee, all the way into the Carolinas, Florida. Let me take a break. And then out west, it's been cooler, but it's going to start to warm up as high pressure starts to move a little further to the west. And hopefully that'll open the door for some cooler air for us here in Tennessee, and Kentucky, and some of the areas that have been very, very hot. We're supposed to have upper 90s with heat index values of 112 to 115 today and tomorrow. Dangerous, dangerous heat. The big weather news story in the tropics is Hurricane Lala. It's expected to hit the Big Island over the weekend and bring heavy rains and strong winds to the Hawaiian Islands. And so the entire state is under either a hurricane watch or warning for the Big Island, and over much of the rest of the state, they're under tropical storm warnings and watches. That for Hawaii. El Nino is still growing, record breaker in the Pacific. Phil, back to you. Hope you have a great birthday. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend coming up. WB6BJN, we'll see y'all next week.
Okay, thank you, Mark. We'll be clear with WB6BJN. You're listening to the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association Barometer Net on the W8WKY repeater. I'm going to do a quick rounds of check-ins for mobile or short times, and then we'll get back to our list. Anybody that's mobile or short time and like to check in, your net control operator is Phil, K8BMI. Call now, please. I'm listening.
Tango 8 Delta, NT8 Mobile, Painesville, Ohio. Check, K8VOX,
Lima, Yankee Golf, KC8LYG, Rick and Maslin.
All right, I picked up two there, but there was a third one in there. I got Dave, NTAD, and I got KC8LYZ. Was there another station?
Recheck K8VOX.
Kilo 8, Kilo India Zulu, Chet in Avon Lake, in and out.
W8WKY.
I got you, Scott. The K8, was the K8IZ, or was there more to that was in and out?
Sorry. Kilo 8, Kilo India Zulu, K8KIZ.
I got your in and out. Thank you very much. K8KIZ. Let's grab the recheck, and I'll get. Oh no, Dave's mobile. NTAD. This is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Thanks for picking up the call there, Grandpa Phil. Happy birthday to you. Just getting at the intersection of Route 44 and Route 2, about 5 minutes out from the Lighthouse Museum. So Renee and I are going to spend the day up there, maybe visit some friends, get my dad come up and say hello. So I'm glad we can get in, and it's been fun listening to you for the entire ride there, Phil. Have a great one. 73 NTAD.
All right, thanks a lot, Dave, and good luck out there, and have a blast. We'll catch you on down the log. Definitely I'll talk to you on Monday. We'll be clear with NT8D, K8VOX, recheck, go.
K8VOX rechecking. Thanks, there, Phil. Hey, if your email's good on QRZ, I sent you a couple of pictures. That's all I had. K8VOX, clear.
Roger. Thank you very much, Scott. You have a great day. Let's head on out to Sheffield, KF8FW. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil, and everybody on the net, and happy birthday. That is awesome. Excellent. Always a cause for celebration. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it to the Lighthouse event this weekend. Got a bunch of family stuff I got to take care of. Good stuff, but requires my attention. Another thing requiring my attention, I'm working on Worked All States on Logbook of the World. Finally got signed up to that maybe a month ago. After going through that dance. And exciting, I've got 47 states confirmed. Just yesterday, a QSO from June came up as confirmed. So every day it's like turning on a slot machine. Will I get confirmed? I'm waiting on a few contacts from New Mexico. I have at least 3, so I'm hoping one of those come through. And then it's Alaska and Hawaii, of course. So hoping to get that before the end of the year so I can put it on the wall. Hope everybody has a hamtastic weekend, and we'll catch you down the coax. 73 KF8 FW. Back to the birthday man, Phil. Back to net control.
Thank you very much. We'll be clear with KF8 FW. Now let's, it looks like it's Michigan up there. Tim, KC8LYZ, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Good morning, Phil. Quick correction. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Lima Yankee Golf. KC8LYG. Sorry for the confusion. Rick and Maslin, by the way, and good morning, Phil. Happy birthday. And good morning to everyone listening. It's a beautiful morning. I'm sitting out back here watching my cat terrorize my dogs. They're going out and trying to do their business, and he sneaks up on them, poor things. But it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day, and I can't wait to get it going. But with that, I'll give it back to Net. Great job, and 73s. KC8OYG clear.
All right, thank you for correcting that, Rick. I was like, holy smokes, we got one from Michigan. Usually I'm not allowed to say that word, hi. But thanks for clarifying that. That was probably my mistake. We'll be clear with KC8LYG. Let's head on down to Akron. Randy, KD8ZSH. You got any pups on your lap? Over to you, Randy.
KD8ZSH, good morning, Phil, and happy birthday. No pups. My wife just got up and went in towards the kitchen. She's heading down to the basement, and her entourage is following her. Slight improvement with my daughter. They're trying to get her ready, get her well enough, actually, to be able to go to a nursing facility on Monday. So unless there's a major problem happening or anything, that should happen Monday. So we appreciate your prayers. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Be safe, be healthy, be blessed. This is KD8ZSH clear and back to Net. 73s, everyone.
All right, Randy, thank you, and I'm glad your daughter's doing better. We'll be clear with KD8ZSH. Now let's head on over to Elmer. I think he said he had his radio going. He just, his mobile was down. KE8HNK, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
KE8HNK. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, rest of the listeners. Happy birthday, first of all. Hope you have many more, and great to hear you on the radio. You are correct. My mobile is down, and unfortunately, it's one of those things that it's going to take a while to get it fixed, probably till mid-September once I get back to work. Next week, I start back to work, so boy, I already started back to school, so it's kind of back to the main routine. I'm kind of glad. This summer kind of was a, if I can say on this word on the air, sucks. But the family member that was in the hospital is home. She's on the mend. And other than that, just sitting here waiting to take the boy to work at 9 and then go feed the chickens and then come back home and help out getting her up and getting her ready. And then I got to take our old coop to the Portage Lakes and give it to a lady who has chickens. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you. This is KH&K, back over to Net Control.
All right, Elmer. Well, hopefully you have a great day and things turn around. It stinks that you had a bad summer because usually we like to have those as the best times. But fall's coming and things will improve. We'll be clear with KE8HNK. Now let's get to the dog pound. I'm late on the dog pound. Usually we get to you guys before the beginning of the net, but just strung out that way. So Mark's on his way to the lighthouse. Hopefully he can get into the 015 machine. K4OG, this is K8PMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K4OG, happy birthday, Phil. How young are you? All right. You don't have to answer that. Yeah, man, I am late, super late for a date. So I'm zigging on up there as fast as I can. Watching out for the cops. K4OG, back to Net.
All right, you drive carefully. 271 is the speed trap heaven all the way up, especially from Mayfield Heights up. So just do the speed limit. You'll get there. Just get there safe. All right, we'll be clear with K4OG. Let's head on over to Southern Mark. What do you got going on today, Mark? KE8 SFS, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Oh, happy birthday, Phil. I don't have to worry about that until November. That's when my birthday is. So I don't have to worry about that. But anyhow, we got 64 degrees here. It said mostly cloudy, but I see some sunshine out there. I don't know what they're talking about. You know? It's going to get up to 83 today. Feel like 64 degrees. And the wind is 12 miles per hour west-southwest. And it's an 80% chance of rain. I hope it's not one of that thing. I got to get the car on the road. That guy is going to put my foot on my brakes, but he won't work in the rain. I don't blame him. I wouldn't work in the rain either. So I wish there's some dry days we're going to get, you know. And gas price. Oh, shit, I saw it. From 437 to 439 or around whatever. And let me drop it for a bit. Well, I got a lot of things to do today, and you know, you know, I might thinking of making some chili in my crock pot today. You know, but out of that, I don't really have too much to do. With that, I'll get it back to you. Rain that good. And like I said, happy birthday. Kia at 8, sir, Pato, sir.
All right, thanks a lot, Mark, and you have a great day. We'll be clear with KE8 SFS. Now let's head on down to Aurora. KC8FQV, you're up next on the Barometer Net.
Well, let me see if we're making it. Phil, KCFQV, I'm on RF coming through the Newberry machine, heading west, KCFQV.
Loud and clear, Mark. That's a great repeater. Use it all the time. I got you. So where you headed, KC8FQV?
I'm heading to the opposite corner of the state. Everyone's heading to the northeast corner of the state. I'm heading to the southwest corner of the state, to Kings Island. Yeah, that's the way it happens. Because there's the coaster event today with ACE, American Coastal Enthusiasts, and the East region, Great Lakes region, doing an event down there. So that's where I'm heading. So other than that, not much else here happening. So yeah, people are heading in different directions. And it looks like 77 is getting closer. They took more wall out yesterday going on the south or on the northbound side. So they're working at getting rid of the wall, and then it's just paving, I guess, is all they got to do, really. So in fact, yeah, I know you hate going down through that dog leg of Route 8 at Marin Valley Bridge. Yeah, they have wrecks down there all the time. I think they were in the dog leg looking at the zigzag, and I don't have to tell you about that zigzag mess down there. So and of course the Y bridge, you can't do that neither. They're working on it in places. So there is no easy way in or out of Akron on the north side, but it is coming a little bit easier with 77. By I think sometime this fall, we'll have it nice. It'll be nice for you to come to the meeting, because that's the way it comes. So let's send it back your way, Phil. Okay, and then don't forget about Andy, ABMO, and the Warren Ham Fest tomorrow morning. KCFQV.
luck, and you drive safe. We'll be clear with KC8FQV. Let's see if Craig is still out there. He may have already went to the gym. AA8CT, this is K8PMI. I got you on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI. Good morning, Brother Phil, and happy birthday. I hope you have many more. You know, another couple of trips around the sun doesn't hurt anything. You just get more mature. What can I say? Good morning to all the Barometer netizens out there, and to those heading up to the, I wish I could go, but it was just a little too far along, and that's okay, but I'll try and catch you from the shack down below and talk on the radio with you. With that, good morning to all. God bless. Take care, and 73s, and thanks for doing the net this morning. We do appreciate it. With that, this is AA8CT, clearing with K8PMI, saying 73s to all, and enjoy this weather, because in about 2 months we're going to be wishing for it. Take care, and 73s.
73's right back at you. We'll be clear with AA8CT. Now let's head on over to Beds on the Air. But Chuck, you're probably up now. You're probably making breakfast. KB8LJ, this is KPMI. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
K8PMI from KB8LJ. Well, you're right. I'm up, but I'm not to the point of making breakfast here. I'm just thinking about the bigger project of the day that I was talking about on the pre-net. Got to swap out a wall light switch. And back in the days when I was a kid, that was an idiot simple task. Well, not anymore, because the problem is I need to put in a new smart switch, single pole, good old-fashioned concept in electricity, and that's going to control a single light bulb. And the switch requires 4 wires to hook up. Now, back in the good old days, you only needed 1 wire coming into the switch and 1 wire going out. Well, not so anymore. It's got a black wire coming in. That's okay. And it's got a red wire going out, and I'm not sure what's inside the actual box in the wall, but I think there's a black wire going out as well that goes to the light bulb. And then the thing also needs a white wire, and I think when I wired the thing originally, there might actually be a white wire in there, but then we got the green wire. And I think that I can hook up the green wire to the third conductor in the Romex, which is just bare copper, which of course isn't green, it's copper colored. But of course, the instructions don't cover anything like how to possibly equate the green wire to a copper-colored wire. So with that, I'm going to see if I can hook up with the lighthouse on the air operation today. I'll have to dig into what I got to do to get on the air. Well, I got that will get me on the air is a 2-meter rig and a rather neat antenna, and I think assuming anybody out there is operating on 2-meter FM, I stand a good chance of being able to get into the group. So, KB8LJ, back to net.
All right. we'll be clear with KV8LJ. Yeah, I would assume the green wire is your ground, but I never assume. You got to check the wiring diagrams, but typically on those, the green wire is your ground, which would go to your bare copper. But other than that, check the instructions. I don't want to give electrical advice without seeing it. Other than that, let's get on over to my buddy in Twinsburg, Phil, the other K8 brother, K8 PJW. What do you got for us, and do we have a history lesson? This is K8 PMI.
W8WKY. K8 PMI, K8 PJW. Happy birthday, Phil, and good morning to the Barometer Net out there on this scintillating Saturday. Let's see. We're starting the day off here at, let's see, 63 degrees, headed up to 80, 81 tomorrow. So it looks pretty sunny here right now. We got some Barometer Net blue and a little bit of Sarah sunshine yellow going on here, but I don't think that's supposed to go away here in a little while with cloud cover coming in. Barometer's at 30.13, and gas dropped another 4 cents. We're at 4.36 now. So we had a wonderful dinner with our friends last night, and just kind of relishing that a little bit, and looking forward to a relaxing Saturday here. Hopefully the lighthouses on the air will go out well. I don't think I'll be able to make it up there today. So with that, I'll take a break for time. So in 1877, Thomas Edison suggested using hello when answering the telephone. In 1969, the Woodstock Music and Art Festival opened at Gasker's Farm in Bethel, New York. And in 2000, a 1,224-pound cupcake was baked by Ryan Abood from Manchester, New Hampshire, was entered into the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's largest cupcake. Guinness representative Carl Savale inspected the cupcake to make sure that several criteria were met. It must be edible, cooked throughout, and resemble a cupcake. The cupcake was 4 feet tall and 10 feet wide. About 200 pounds of flour, 200 pounds of sugar, 200 pounds of butter, and oil, and 1,000 eggs were used. It was baked in a specially designed oven for about 8.5 hours. The cupcake judging took place at an event in the Royal Oak, Michigan. The attempt had been for a 7,000-pound cupcake, but due to malfunction in the baking equipment, a smaller version was hurriedly put together overnight for the Guinness event. And that's the way it was. This is KAPJW. Back to the net.
All right, thanks a lot, Phil. And I don't think I'd ever want to waste my time baking a cupcake that big. Imagine all the money that was spent for that. Unbelievable. All right, we'll be clear with K8PJW. That brings me to the bottom of the list. We're past the top of the hour, but we'll do a round of check-ins here, see if anybody's out moseying around or wants to get on the log or has something to say. So this is the W8WKY Sarah Barometer Net. And your net control operator is Phil, K8PMI, and I'm listening for check-ins. Call now, please.
November 8, Juliet Kilo Oscar, Joe in Willoughby.
Kilo Charlie 8, Sierra Bravo Zulu, Chris in Ravenna, in and out.
Kilo Bravo 8. Oscar, Tango, Kilo, Mike in New Middletown, in and out, please.
I got here my two favorite bills.
Kilo Echo,
Rock and roll.
Alpha Romeo Bravo,
KAPMI,
Mobile,
Brandon. This morning, well, it's great to hear you all, and hopefully everybody has a wonderful weekend. 7-3 to everyone.
Kilo, let me pick it up there. The last station to check in, I got you, Fred. I picked you out of there, and you were in and out. Thank you very much. There was another station in there, and I did not get your call. Can you come back, please?
Kilo Bravo 8.
Maybe that was
Oscar
Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Romeo
Mike
Bravo
in New Middletown.
K8 ARB Brandon Mobile.
Okay, I got Brandon, I'm going to need your call, but I got the KC8 Sierra Bravo Zulu. Brandon, I got ARB. I didn't get your prefix.
Alrighty. Well, looks like we had a bunch of us in there. The call sign here is Kilo Echo 8 Alpha Romeo Bravo KE8 ARB.
That's it. All right, Brandon, why don't you take it since you're mobile, KE8 ARB. What do you got going on today? And you heading up to lighthouses or out doing a honeydew list?
All right, KE8 ARB Mobile, picking it up. I am headed up to the lighthouse. I think I was supposed to be there about 8 minutes ago to help set up. But my body said this morning was a really good day to sleep in. So anyway, here we are. So I literally just got on the road, and I'm looking forward to doing some operating today, hanging out with some good folks, having some food, and seeing who we can get in contact with. So with that, I'm going to hand things back to the net and say 73 to everybody. KE8 ARB Mobile clear.
All right, Brandon, very good. You have a great day, and you're not the only one running late. K4OG is, I think, behind you, and he was in the same boat. Hi. So we'll take care, Brandon. You have a great day. Let's go over to NAJKO. Joe, what do you got for the net this morning?
Good morning, Net Control, and good morning, everybody on the net. This is N8JKO. We've got 61 degrees and 89% humidity here along the beautiful north coast in Willoughby, Ohio. Yes, very pleased with our location. I will make the joke. Fairport Harbor is one of our suburbs. But I just got a general list, taking care of some things for the XYL today. She's recovering very well. And I will go ahead and make the connection. Best wishes on your birthday. And since this is the Lighthouse weekend, does this make you our birthday buoy? Sorry, couldn't resist. Anyway, back to Net Control. Have a great day. Everyone take care. God bless and 7-3. NHJKO, back to Net Control.
All right, thanks a lot, Joe, and that's a good one. We'll be clear with NAJKO. Let's head on down to Chris, KC8 Sierra Bravo Zulu. You're up next on the Barometer Net. All right, he may have been in and out, which is fine. KB8OTK, you're up next on the Barometer Net. All right, he could have been in and out too. We had some traffic crashes there. And then I had Fred, WA8KOC, who was in and out. That brings me to the bottom of the list. Anybody else check in for the Saturday morning edition of the Sarah Barometer Net? This is K8PMI, and I'm listening.
N9SAY, Barry from the UK. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, Christian in Bath.
Kilo Echo 8 Whiskey
Mike Sierra, Andrew Mobile, in and out.
November 8, Delta Tango Papa, Don and Canton, in and out.
Whiskey 5, Sierra Whiskey Golf, Scott in Waco, Texas, in and out.
W8WKY.
All right, I'll pick it up there. I got NASAY. We'll be right back to you. I got Christian. Congratulations, you're number 42. In and out stations, KE8YMS, thank you. N8DTP, in and out, thank you. And W5SWG, in and out, thank you as well. Let's head on up to N9SAY. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
Yeah, M9SAY, Mike 9 Sierra Alpha Yankee. Yeah, my name's Barry from the UK. I want to say happy birthday to you, Phil, as well. I know you've got lots of happy birthdays there, so I hope you get many more. This is the first time in a long time I've transmitted, basically. I've been a bit radio quiet for the last couple of years, but I've got the bite getting back into it. And I'm actually on a bit of software called QSO 1 at the moment, connected to this node. I just tuned in, seeing how busy it was, and I thought, right, that's it, I want to be a part of this. So yeah, just wanted to pop in and just say hello. Bit busy today because I've got to put my son's bed together. It's a wooden bed, better than the metal bed that he had, because it was keep on squeaking through the ceiling floorboards every time he was gaming. So I didn't realise how big a task it actually is. I'm not one for making flat pack materials into objects, but I want to see how I get on. But yeah, that's it for me. Just want to say hello to everybody, and yeah, I'll be standing by having a little listening whilst I get a sweat putting this bed together. So thank you very much. M9SAY from the UK in Whitby, North Yorkshire, a little seaside town. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Barry. We'll be clear with M9SAY. Let's head on over to Brother Christian out there. KF6, Peace on Earth. You're up next on the Barometer Net.
PMI. Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth. Good morning, Brother Phil. Nice to hear you out here. Happy birthday. I think that, I don't know if it's just me, but whenever Cliff talks, I feel like there's a big warm blanket that lays down on my soul. He's got that big, rich voice that's very friendly, always positive, and it's just refreshing. In other news, hope the Lighthouse affair goes well today. Unfortunately, I will be working, so this is as close as I'm getting to a lighthouse today. So I won't be able to make it, but I hope it goes really well. Looks like the weather might be holding up pretty good. And nice to hear the UK representing in here, as well as Mike in Africa. And we're getting going pretty well. And I want to thank the universe for number 42, because, you know, it just goes to show that if you show up every day for years at a time on this net, you too could achieve the greatness of the number 42. With that, I'll pass it back to Net Control. This is Kilo Foxtrot 6, Peace on Earth, 73.
73 to you, Christian, and I have been trying to get 42 for years. I even hold off to check in to where I think it's going to be and still miss it, but that's pretty funny. But it's always a challenge. We'll be clear with KF6, Peace on Earth. We're about 20 minutes past the top of the hour. I keep going all morning, but I got to get my pork butt on the smoker. So I'm going to make this the last call. This is the W8WKY Barometer Net Saturday morning edition. Net control operators Phil, K8PMI. And if you want to get in on the log, give me a call now. I'm listening. All right, nothing heard. So we're going to go to W8CTM. Carrie, you got 46. We had a pretty good Saturday here, and we got some good DXs, and we got Africa and the UK. So we did a good job this morning. So, Carrie, why don't you close us on down? W8CTM, this is K8PMI.
Good morning, Phil, and happy birthday, buddy. It's always good to make another trip around the sun. There's no doubt about that. And good morning to all our check-ins and listeners out there on this scintillating Saturday morning. Well, it looks like it's a pretty nice morning. Got some barometer blue out there, and the sun is shining, and looks like it's going to be a pretty nice day. Well, anyway, I hope everybody has a scintillating Saturday, and the weekend is really good for everybody out there. They have the Props and Piston Air Show down here at the Akron-Fulton Airport today and tomorrow, and I think there's an air show up at Cleveland today and tomorrow also. It'll be a good day to see some old planes and everything in the sky. I know yesterday about 4 o'clock in the afternoon they had some F-16 Vipers fly over. There was 3 of them out there, and boy, that's a loud plane. That thing was loud flying over. Of course, they were probably quite a bit lower in the air than they normally fly, but anyway, I think they were just practicing for today and tomorrow. Well, I hope everybody has a great weekend out there, and stay safe, stay healthy, and do a random act of kindness. That's always a good thing to do, too. So with that, I don't have anything else this morning. Just everybody enjoy, and I'll say 73, and turn it back to you, Phil, K8PMI, to take it, and this is W8CTM, Carrie at Portage Lakes. And we'll just say 73 and back to you there, Phil. Everybody just have a great weekend.
All right, thank you very much, Carrie. We'll be clear with W8CTM, and please remember that random act of kindness. I'm going to close this barometer net down. The barometer net is a tradition that goes back almost 30 years when a local group of amateurs got together in the morning to discuss their weather station data. Over the years, the barometer net has grown to be the morning staple for local hams to stay in contact, share real-time traffic, gas price information, and community announcements. This net meets regularly Monday through Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. and runs for about an hour. Successful nets rely on your participation, so please be a regular check-in. From the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association on the W8WKY repeater, we're at 147 Mark 39 megahertz in Doylestown, Ohio. We now return this frequency to regular amateur radio use. 73, everybody, and God bless. This is K8PMI.
Kilo Echo 8. Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB. I wanted to check in this morning, Phil.
All right, I got you, Randy. Take care and God bless. We'll be clear with KE8TLB. This is K8PMI.
W8WKY. W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY. KW8WKY.
KE8EKZ.
PKA, PKZ.
W8WKY. W8WKY.
Whiskey 8, Hotel Romeo Foxtrot, from Fairport Harbor Lighthouse.
Sounds spectacular, AB8MO Mobile.
AB8MO Mobile, W8HRF. What's going on, Andy?
I'm just underway from Beechwood. I guess I'll probably be in about 40 minutes. Can you text me the address, if you wouldn't mind? Other than that, I gotta go dig through my email.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll send it to you. Don't worry, I'll shoot you a text. I think it's like 129 2nd Street, but I'll shoot it to you in a text. How am I sounding? Am I pretty clear or choppy or pretty clear?
Well, unless you don't understand, you sound spectacular. You sound like you're sitting right next to the repeater, if that helps you.
All right, excellent. All right, sounds good. Well, we've got the 705 up, and Zach got a 2-meter beam up, got Brandon's 2-meter vertical up, and so we're all set to run the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon.
Oh, excellent. Sounds like the band's open, too. Are you running the 705 right now?
Yes, sir, a whopping 5 watts. I heard that this morning. I heard a full CW call sign from, I assume, the repeater over in PA.
Yeah, I think both, certainly KA3JSD, and I think it's W9OU in Auburn, Indiana. They both use CW calls, so usually the one that comes in first is the one on in Mount Pleasant, which is sitting on top of a mountaintop. I think I drove by it once. The tower's not very high, but it doesn't need to be very high. It's sitting on top of a mountain. All right, Josh, I gotta make a couple phone calls, probably grab a Mick breakfast, and I'll plan to see you there. W8HRF, yeah, sounds good. Don't touch a thing. This is AB8MO.
AB8MO, W8HRF. All right, Andy, I'll shoot you the address, and we'll see you in a little bit. Looking forward to it. Drive safe. W8HRF, clear for now.
W8HRF, KD8SLG. Sounds good. On a base station, too. KD8SLG, clear.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. And I figure we'll just leave it linked up to 39 for this afternoon. And when you link up, or for the Boredom Breaker Net, do you want me to link it, or do you want to link it? Then the 015 will just be linked up too.
I'll take care of it, make an announcement and all that stuff.
Excellent. Thank you, sir. All right, we'll talk to you this afternoon. W8HRF.
KD8SLG, clear.
W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8. W8WKY.